Rachel Donovan drove the 1967 Mustang too fast on the road back from the shoot, because the road was empty, and the light was perfect, and she had just made something good. And those three facts together added up in Rachel's particular arithmetic to permission. The week had been a normal week until Wednesday, when she'd taken a call she had no business taking. The workwear client's people had wanted a safe second location, a barn, easy, controlled, a place where nothing could go wrong. Rachel had looked at the barn and known in her body that it was dead, beautiful and dead. So she had, without fully clearing it, without the kind of sign-off Cole would have wanted and Travis would have appreciated, redirected the second unit to a dry riverbed 40 minutes the wrong way, a place she'd found once and never had a reason to use. It was a risk. If it didn't work, she'd have burned half a shoot day and a chunk of the budget on her own hunch, and she'd have had to stand in front of the team and own it. It worked. She didn't fully know how to explain why it worked, which was the part that made people nervous about Rachel and the part that made her, on the right day, the most valuable person in any room. The riverbed had given them something the barn never could have: a horizon, a scale, a sense that the people in the frame were small against something old and indifferent, and that they were out there working anyway. That was the whole story of the client, actually. That was the whole story of everyone Rachel knew. Small against the indifferent thing, working anyway. Now it was Friday, last light, and she'd pulled the Mustang off onto the shoulder where the road ran straight at the mountains, and she stood with her hip against the warm fender and watched the day go out. She didn't post the win. She never posted the win. Winning was a thing you moved through, not a thing you stopped on. But she let herself feel it for exactly as long as the gold lasted on the ridge, which was about 90 seconds, and then she got back in the car. Alexis had clocked the redirect on Wednesday. Of course she had. Rachel had seen her see it, seen the new girl track the whole thing from the edge of the room, the unsanctioned call, the held breath, the result. The two of them had a thing that wasn't friendship, and wasn't rivalry, and didn't have a name. Two women close enough in age and far enough apart in temperament to be permanently, productively curious about each other. Rachel suspected Alexis was going to be very good, possibly better than Rachel, and Rachel had not decided yet how she felt about that. And the not deciding was, she knew, a kind of answer. She started the Mustang. First week back on location for the season, and it had been good, and she had bet on herself and come out right. That was the part she came here for. Not the work, exactly. The betting. The standing in front of the dead-safe barn and choosing the live, dangerous riverbed, and finding out in the last hour of light that the danger had been the right call. She pointed the car at town and the rising dark and did not look back at the mountains. None of it would have happened without Cole Harrison, and almost nobody thought about Cole Harrison all week, which was exactly how Cole had designed it. He'd mapped the week on Sunday night the way he mapped every week. The shoot days, the talent releases, the rental returns, the budget lines, the whole of it laid out in a grid of yellow sticky notes on the wall over his desk that he would peel down and throw away on Friday, and that nobody but him would ever see. The small, invisible scaffolding that let Eddie chase his better idea, and Rachel take her reckless call, and Travis sit in his bus at dawn without any of them having to think about whether the gear would be where it needed to be. When the systems worked, Cole was invisible. When the systems failed, Cole was the only thing anyone could see. He'd made his peace with that asymmetry a long time ago. Mostly. There was a question forming in Cole this season, though he hadn't let it finish forming yet. It came to him in the quiet moments, driving the truck back from a return run, locking up the feed store when everyone else had gone. And it was a simple question, and he kept not asking it. The question was, is this what I want, or did I just get very good at it? He could keep the whole machine running in his sleep. He had stopped somewhere along the way, asking whether the machine was running toward anything he cared about. He filed the question, the way the whole team filed things this week, and went home, and the week held, because Cole made it hold.